we are.
Remember that game we were playing where there was like the little girl who was like a thief and sort of a fake tuxedo mask, and we were just starting to enjoy it, and then it turns out it was like way shorter than we thought. Like what we thought was the
Oh yeah,
first
yeah,
stage
yeah.
was the entire game. Yeah, I wish we were playing that. Hey folks, welcome
Welcome
back to
back
Let's
to
Play Iceman. This is
Codename
son of a
Iceman.
bitch. Yeah, codename fuck you. I'm the mysterious fuck you. He's Zerfall. I guess I'm MysteriousJG.
Yeah, I just have to remember where 90 degrees is on this. What is up? Straight up is 0, between 0 and
Straight up
30.
is 0. Yep. Or
Okay.
did we read any text at all to explain what's happening now, or did we just let it go by
It
while
kind of
I?
went by. We're trying to get under the coons because then once we get under them, we get to pretend that things are great. I guess we get to hide under them as they're supposed to be here, but we're not.
No, I feel like we just complete. Like, was there any? Maybe our orders from the CIA explain this.
Oh yeah, the orders from the CIA totally explained it.
Okay, so the Coons folks is an American ship of some kind, and I
Of some
believe,
descript, yes.
we're supposed to be traveling directly underneath it as it navigates. I think it's navigating the Straits of Gibraltar, and we're kind of hiding under it, right?
Yeah, but it's a huge pain because they randomly move around and
Mm.
we cannot turn the sub very quickly, so we constantly just fly off of the
Oh,
map.
but no, we gotta see the game over messages.
No, that's true.
We've seen all of them 50 times 2 weeks ago, but by not getting under the black water under the USS Coons in time, you lost your cover. Mission aborted. I still feel like we should stop the terrorists.
Nope, give up.
Nope, nope.
Someone else take care of that.
So this was an unmitigated nightmare last time, but I think part of it in our lost footage was I really do believe this will go, unlike the sub battle, which took even longer than 2 weeks ago. This really should be easier because we didn't even know what we were trying to do for the first several attempts of this 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Whereas
The only
now
thing,
you're
the
going to have
only
to.
thing is I do not recall exactly what I did to get under them the one time. It kind of happened by mistake.
Never mind what I said. We'll be at this for an hour, guys. Area view now showing on the display, sir.
They say that, but then I do not see
Destroyer
it.
shown as a cross, sir.
So the destroyer is the cross. We're the submarine. That looks not very sub-like.
We look more sub-like than that cross looks like the Coons. So you're
I
just
mean,
trying
I think
to
we look more like the Coons than that cross looks like the Coons too. To be honest with you.
look more like a sub than we look more like any kind of naval thing than that cross does. But we look more like a sub than we do like the Coons, whose appearance we don't actually know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Maybe the Coons is a big cartoon submarine floating on the surface of the water. Which would be a really weird camouflage for us to use. The Russians are like, it couldn't possibly be underneath that giant cartoon submarine. That would be like a joke. What do you think, other Russian submariner? I agree. There's no way that thing is.
Oh, are we gonna hit it?
Come
on.
You hit it too directly.
I could see the game doing that. Yeah, we just gotta restore it. I think if you don't hit it on the first pass there, it just is like, screw you, buddy. Because you literally cannot turn this sub. Like, this number has to change by 45 degrees or something like that before you even start to see this change at all. So like 90 is straight right, but until we get past 90, which apparently we're not going to do, even though it's freaking all the way to the right. Oh, because we're not moving. There's no outer. There's only go forward. There's no. We need to reposition without moving forward a bunch.
Well, I mean, it's a submarine. It doesn't. It's in water.
You think you could have two little like propellers on the sides that, like, if you put them in opposite directions, it shifts it slightly to the side so that you have a chance of turning, not on a dime, but like, not I have to put my full engines all the way on forward.
If not at a dime, then certainly on a lucky loony.
Maybe.
I think we need to like take a course in submarine, like the actual physics of how a submarine works, and not so that we can play this game better, just so that we can better critique whether this game is any good. Because I do feel like a submarine. Yeah, I'm sure there are things like you said, propellers on either side. I'm sure there's some ability, but I don't think it's like flying a spaceship in a video game where you can just come to a dead stop and rotate. Like you are in water.
No, you're
I
in
think
water.
you have
There should
you
be
have to
some
have forward
resistance.
momentum to change
I mean, you should be
direction.
able to rotate really slowly.
I think you should be able to like do underwater like loop-de-loops and Immelmans and shit. That's how you should have defeated that submarine. You should have like dove sharply and let it pass under you and then come up behind it. Or like climbed. I'm using my fingers to indicate this so you can see. I think you should have climbed and then dove at it from out of the sun in your submarine.
Oh wow, this somehow I was able to turn it a whole bunch before we got here, but then they changed my speed to really slow. But
I think we're
this,
playing this in VGA, right?
I think it could be CGA, it could be EGA, whatever the middle one is. Oh, we're just gonna keep going up now. This freaking game.
I think CGA is the weakest of them, if I remember right. That's like the freaking 4 colors.
Like, you turn so slow that if you're moving upwise at all, you just are like, oh no, I need to go more to the right. And they're like, oh, off the map? Okay.
CGA, EGA, VGA.
And then now that it's 8 hours later, suddenly this didn't change at all, but they are gonna like change my speed and stuff. Okay, we pinged them once. They know we're here.
I'm
gonna save it once this aerial view comes into view.
And then there's always the Hercules. Hercules versus CGA versus... Yeah, this probably is CGA or EGA. CGA was the one that only had like 4 colors to work with. Can you imagine how shit this would look in CGA?
You should check if this game is on the Mac Classic, because it might be.
It's a real feast for the eyes, and we're spending most of our game time in this mode. All right, codename Iceman for Mac Classic. All right, paulthetall.com, codename Iceman for Mac and Linux. Ooh, hey, look, there's 1,000 views on codename Iceman 100% playthrough part 7 of 17 from Ken Turox. So, oh no, but this guy's got a long play with almost 40,000 views. So yeah, there's a fan base out there for this game. There's like 40,000 people willing to watch the top Let's Plays of this thing. Oh, poor Ken Turox. He's got almost 4,000 views on his first video, but he's down to less than half of that 7 videos in. People lost patience. I can't imagine them doing that with our playthrough, though.
No. What the frick is going on here? We're losing contact with them right away for no reason.
I think they're...
Okay,
well, now... Okay, now you're not even in this minigame if you don't have the correct thing going on where they've detected you, right?
There's nothing where that's like, why we're here.
They're trying... They don't even know you're there, so you're not even... They're not even, like... You know, hanging out. So there's codename Iceman at Abandonware, but it's also on GOG.
Can you guys just land on top of me? Come on. You're so close. What the crap?
This isn't good enough?
Apparently not.
Well, there is a specific game over message that... Now, 2 weeks ago, when you did it, it suddenly just worked really quickly.
Yep.
But you had quite a few failed efforts that took a while before it called it a fail, so I wouldn't give up right away. We just kind of hit the sweet spot last time. The Sierra chest walkthrough. This is the one I already had open. Ooh, play classic games online. Well, there's a. I'm an adult. So there's a Minecraft. What the fuck? I thought I had found. So there's a Minecraft creepypasta wiki with an article called Code Man, and I thought I was finding a codename Iceman creepypasta, which is going to be amazing. I was playing codename Iceman, and suddenly the game got really terrible. Haunted terrible.
All right. Are they going to hit us? Are they going to go in the right spot? It looks pretty good so far. Oh, no. It was only a 4 out of 5. I just went exactly where they were going, and then they went above me.
Save the game. And then call it a video now so that you can, like, make sure the footage fucking saved. We don't need to do that.
It's telling me I'm too close to the surface.
Dude, your poor handling
I
of the sub.
couldn't save it.
The very large dent in its hull. Blackhawk must return to port for repairs.
They put me at the surface before we even started this part of the minigame. And then...
Oh, you know, I came this close to saying earlier, because it wasn't telling you anything was wrong. One of these walkthroughs does say we need to be at 500, but I thought it also says it automatically sets you there. It does make sense. Now, I'm not trying to like make it worse for you. It does make sense that we probably shouldn't be. All right, let's go underneath this ship while like very close to the surface. There's a logic there, but there's another part of me that's like, oh, there you go, 5 out of 5. That's why. See, you needed to do it again
that
to
was
prove
worse
that you have it
by a lot.
The game doesn't think
Save
so.
game.
Game doesn't think so. Highlight of this game so far has been the old Salt. He's a character I'll never forget. At least until I stop seeing the save screen shots where I'm reminded of the old Salt with the 3. The Coons is moving, sir. Oh, it's not over yet, folks.
Nope, because we got to get turned. Snake. If we weren't facing the right way instantly for them. Yeah, see, because it's dumb. No, okay. Thank you.
See, this is the problem with our couch gaming relationship. I'll like taunt you and give you a hard time for the sake of entertainment. But then I really do feel bad when the game is just being shitty.
Well, it's just because you got to turn here, but like, how am I supposed to get that back on course? Like,
well, we didn't even get. You're so mad you didn't even let us read the game over message, which was very slightly different from before.
Well, don't worry, we're gonna get another chance here because when I restore, I'm gonna crank it to the right, and then it's gonna say "too bad."
Okay, but when you crank it to the right,
crank to the
is
left,
it going to be difficult or no? Or starboard or port?
Left. Styles.
That's the real problem. You gotta be cranking.
Oh wait, I actually got it back.
Aft.
Okay.
Left or right?
Now we're going too far that way.
Oh no, aft isn't left or right. I'm being an idiot. Port side is the left and the starboard side is the right. So I stroke it to the port. I stroke it to the starboard. I stroke it to the woman that I love best. I'll be stroking.
Okay, so I don't know if you're going to remember this, but they start to speed up, and apparently, oh, Rick.
Oh yeah, you're at 2,300 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. All right, game. Give you that one.
Yeah.
Because it is the Straits of Gibraltar, so it's probably not like the Marianas Trench here. They are literally different things. Okay. You were starting to tell me, I don't know if you'll remember this, but here's the top secret key to winning the game forever.
Oh, so they start to speed up as we get to the top here. And then we have to make sure we don't run into them because the faster you go, you have to push this forward so you don't start going up. So it's going to look like we're starting to get ahead of them, but no, they're going to start speeding up and getting ahead of us. And then they slam on their brakes for some reason.
We don't know what's happening on the surface. There could be all sorts of like evil Russian Sean Connerys up there.
We're just going through the Straits of Gibraltar,
which is known to be infested with Russian destroyers that will only shoot at an American ship if it's not stopping periodically. I don't know. Never mind. There's customs agents up there. They're being asked to like declare their fruits and vegetables. You've got this. Oh, you're doing so good, Zerfall.
I don't believe it.
But then every so often I hear that noise. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but it's not good. You got a 5 out of 5 on the last mini game. This is going to be so easy for you. You got the touch.
I see, like they're taking off here.
You got the power.
But then they suddenly start slowing down. Oh.
Maybe they're just having a little bit of engine trouble. The Kuntz is not it's not like a super submarine like yours, which is so good it only takes like 3 torpedoes to sink a Russian. They just pinged us. They're moving off at high speed, sir.
There you go. 6 out of 10?
6 out of 10.
It sounds like 10 out of 10 to me.
You know what? If you score 2 out of 10, that means you spent too much time studying, because 1 out of 10 means you pass.
Yep.
So they always said on the CPA exam, man, 75 is a perfect score. 76 means you tried too hard. You feel a tap on the shoulder as a familiar but weak voice says to you, "Don't stand up till I tell you to, or it's game over." "Well, John boy," the captain says, "looks like you've been putting on one heck of a one-man show." JG doesn't do anything but, talk a bunch of shit from the sidelines. "Come to periscope depth and speed, then we'll have a look around," the captain directs you. "But don't stand up. Do not stand up, for Christ's sake, Johnny boy! Don't stand up!"
What is that, 80?
Scope depth. Oh god, you want me to pull the manual out?
I'm just going to save it.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably a really fun game over. 70 feet. 70 feet. And severe damage can occur if attack scope is used at speeds in excess of 5 knots.
Don't tell me it's good! You interrupted me when I was trying to stop the thing. Now I'm too high.
Dude, you're never too high, man. "I told you it was good, Johnny. Do, 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 do. You didn't stop when the captain told you. You kept fiddling with it. And now the Russians have won." "Westland," the captain explains. "Game over. I didn't tell you to stand. I mean, go over here and take a look at this. It looks like we have much more on our hands than we anticipated," he states. "There's a gunboat out there keeping a close watch on the entrance to the harbor.
Harbor.
Go ahead and take a look." Go downstairs and take a crap instead and get a game over.
Oh, we did actually do that.
Oh, was it the last session where we had the hilarious bathroom potty incident?
I think it's after we look at this thing.
Okay, yeah, we got to make sure that we have hilarious bathroom times. You look at the scope. It looks very nice. If only you had looked in or through the scope, then. Oh.
Yes. So we have to do like a 360 here.
I believe, and we were struggling with this. This is a complex puzzle, folks. We need to look at the oil rig. Don't write down 283 degrees and expect that to do anything for you. You need to look.
283
You see what appears to be an oil rig. Because if you don't look later, he's not going to be able to navigate to the oil rig.
Well, and we need the distance too, right?
Oh, you got to look there. There's clouds. You need to be able to say clouds. Oh, aren't you supposed to? Yeah, no, I think actually we didn't do everything. I think we're supposed to mark the location or mark the distance. You see what appears to be a harbor.
Yep.
So I think we were supposed to like mark distance or something.
Yeah, I got these written down from last time still.
Okay.
So there we go. We know where they are, and then the way you get it is you got to talk to the sonar guys.
Yeah. Sonar guy says, "But you didn't talk to the captain after looking at the scope yet. Game over. Looks like you got your hands full, Johnny. It's like we're going to have to create a diversion, Johnny. Hey, where'd the captain go, Johnny? You better get going. You got a big mission ahead of you."
So then you have to say to them, "Ping oil." Whoops.
Left me responseless. Rig.
Whoops.
I don't understand, Rig. "Yes, sir," the sonar man replies.
You'd think if you said to the guy, ping oil rig, they'd be like, oh, he's drunk, but we better ping the oil rig.
No, I think you get a game over about drinking on duty. The oil rig is approximately 2,850 yards from us, sir.
I don't know what that means.
Means it's 69 feet.
Nice. But we also have to ping the...
2,850 yards would actually be... Hold on. I can do this. It actually means it is 8,550 feet. So I know that's what you're looking for.
Hey, ask me how many kilometers 2,800 meters is. It's 2.8.
It was yards and feet.
I know. I'm just saying.
King Gunboat. Gunboat is 2 words.
I did get 2 words before.
No, you had Gunboat. Like the Gungans from...
oh, see?
Well, it was a gunship. It was a gunship is a helicopter. What are you thinking? They really do make these games fun and easy to play.
Oh, jeez.
All right, hold on. I'm in the...
It's harbor without a U. It's harbor with a U?
I don't know. Oil rig you got. Oh, yeah, right. We don't ping the gunship because the gunship doesn't only exist in our hearts. Already calculated, sir. What the fuck? Oh, but we have to check vibration.
All right. We're going to need those numbers later.
Did we get them both? I keep going back and forth between the screen and my...
We got them both. Don't you worry.
So it was harbor and oil rig. There's no gunship or gunboat or gunboat.
There was a gunboat.
Ping it?
There was a gunboat.
Did you ping it?
Yep. We got all the things we need.
What did you call it to get it to ping? Because now I really want to know.
It was harbor without a U.
So you didn't ping a gunboat. The gunboat was in the harbor. Okay. Now the most important thing to do, because there's only 4, like their little, did you do this wacky thing? Only has 4 things. So we do need to do all 4 of them. Here's one of them. It's used bathroom or flush. Yeah, not in here. Oh, this is a Eastern toilet. You're supposed to squat over it. Filling tanks are pressurized. Flushing is not recommended.
It was weird because I thought it was it pee?
Step closer, Johnny. It's shorter than you think. Wait, what's shorter? Use the toilet, flush it, then wash your hands. Your failure to follow explicit instructions is left to a stinking mess. But it said we flushed it.
It said we flushed it. Here's the best part, too. When you try to flush it before, it's like, it's pressurized. Don't flush it. And then you go, and it's like, okay, you win. And you're like, well, I want to flush now. And it's like,
As you hurriedly clean the enormous amount of human waste off your body, we are busy deducting 3 points from your score. Oh, man, if it had only deducted 1 point, that'd be nice. Plus 100.
Right.
So there you go, folks. There's only 4 things to do. There's only 4 things the game suggests you do for funsies, and one of them is cover yourself in your own waste matter.
Well, and everybody else's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because they're pressurized. So that was when it said the enormous amount of human waste. It didn't mean that you had Mexican chili. It just meant that like everybody's poop gets on you.
Everybody poops, and then it goes on you.
Everybody poops.
The new children's book from Jim Walls.
Mm-hmm. In which children learn that if they don't perform a 4-point inspection of the toilet before they use it, they will die.
Might get on you.
That's a great message to give to a toddler who's like nervous about pooping. It's like, oh, you better do it right or you will die.
Here's the best part. You just come in this room and type get key.
Aye, Commander, he says. Here you are, sir. Any particular key? Nah, whatever. Let's give all of them to you.
You have no real reason of knowing you need to get it from this guy. You go and look at the door. It doesn't say, oh, well, we're here. We gotta...
The Keymaster. Isn't he, like, ready to welcome Zool to our world? Now, one of them was... Now, you had Rick Moranis and you had Sigourney Weaver, and one of them was the Keymaster. What was the other one? It's really important that I figured this out.
We're changing the size because we had grabbed the 1/4 inch before of a bunch of stuff. It turns out we need the next size up.
And as the ladies will tell you, 1/4 of an inch can make a big difference. I don't know if I said that on screen or between videos, but I made my hilarious joke about penile length. I guess it could be girth. And inv.
We don't need a bolt. We need a washer.
I don't understand your complex inv.
There we go.
This wasn't this like fairly late. Well, not late,
Yeah, you'd
but I
think that
mean,
inv would be a shortcut here, but it's not.
yeah, it's like this is one of the last Sierra games where they all kind of looked the same before they started doing anything with the GUI. And yet, the most basic like comforts of Sierra games are missing here.
Well, you have a mouse now. What do you need shortcuts?
Good point. I'm just thinking back. I think I've told you before, like one of the very first computer games that we owned in my house, when Bobo was too young to even be playing computer games, to be my big sister playing them, was King's Quest 2. And one of the things that we didn't understand, we didn't really read the manual properly. We didn't used to save our game. We would just play King's Quest 2, and if we died, we'd start over. And it was...
So you had to beat it on a one credit clear.
You had to beat it on a one credit clear. And like there's certain things like, there's that bridge in King's Quest 2. Oh, we get the scuba equipment and JG to start paying attention to the game again, says Petty Officer Johnson. Petty Officer Big Johnson. But yeah, like the bridge that collapses if you walk across it too many times, like we figured that shit out, believe me. The stair puzzles were like a nightmare for us. Like the game felt so easy when we finally learned to do save. I'm thinking, what if we did that with fucking Codename Iceman? What if we were playing Codename Iceman with no save? Like, no, we would like I wouldn't have gotten into Let's Play as a hobby. I would have just sworn off computer games.
Yeah.
Farming contains an air tank, which doesn't interest you.
Yeah,
what are you on an air tank for?
Also, look how many eggs are on this ship, man.
Oh, I mean, they're getting ready for the Trump administration.
They're just gonna hold on to them for a while and then sell them for a huge profit.
Yeah, he created bird flu.
All right, so there was a bit of stumbling around before for this stuff.
Oh yeah, there was.
But we're good to go now.
And I think I have said on screen, we were chasing the dragon. We figured there would be a lot of funny variations on game over doing this next bit wrong. And there are quite a few different ways to do this wrong. But really it didn't lead to unique and fun.
The one I didn't like is it didn't let us leave without the wetsuit on.
Yeah, we couldn't just like go out at like 500 feet depth and just swim on our own. That wasn't even game over. Let us do.
Yeah.
You could put the wetsuit on. Now, I guess you'll showcase some of these. You can put the wetsuit on without getting. I don't even know what it's called. The diver buddy.
Do we have to push button? Yeah. What's this thing called?
That's what I'm trying to remember. Like the dive vehicle. Yeah. Yep. So the dive vehicle, folks, which you'll see it in use later. I was thinking that it's going to be like a bathoscope. It's not. It's just the little thing that it looks like a walker, except that it's got like a propeller in it, and you hang on to the two arms of the walker, and the propeller moves you. It's a real thing that, like, once I figured out that's what was going on, it made sense. But I thought we were supposed to. Oh, and by the way, this big big hole in the hull is going to be a problem. This must be from when you rammed into the Coons. But yeah, I was reading about this in the hint book, thinking, oh, there's going to be a bathoscope, and we're going to be like, no. So it did make sense that you could hop out there in the diving suit without getting the scuba.
Yeah. If you press button or whatever you need to do to get out, it just makes you automatically walk off screen and put on the suit.
And again, we got all this great text we're missing. You wait as the hatch, whatever. You ready and open the exit hatch, which gives you access to the Mediterranean Sea. I like the idea that you just like pee until that thing is filled with water. You slowly clear the launch chamber into the open sea. You squeeze the accelerator on the dive vehicle and begin to maneuver away from the Blackhawk.
Look at us go! It's so fast! Oh man, that plus key doesn't work for make fast.
Speed up now. The end that doesn't work, the plus key is not going to work. As the image of the USS Blackhawk fades, a strong feeling of insecurity comes over you.
Fair enough.
Now,
Alright.
the first game over we can get.
Well, we're just gonna go take care of this stuff.
Okay.
So we need a distraction. We're gonna blow up the oil rig. They actually mention it in the
orders from the CIA.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
You should have checked the DY3X. A missing washer has caused the driver to malfunction.
Oh no.
Oh
well, we'll be fine.
It doesn't even game over you, and it is
No, 'cause
impossible
we're
to
gonna
win
be
now,
fine.
folks.
No. We'll go up here. I'm pretty sure the oil rig's right here.
But what I like, at least they tell you that you didn't check the water. Like this was unusually kind. It's a dick move to be like, oh, you're on this Navy submarine that's on an incredibly important mission to save the free world, but everything that's on it sucks ass, and no one in the crew is doing their job of maintaining any of the equipment. That's a very Jim Walls thing. But him telling you that's what happened, rather than letting you buy the hint book and figure out, oh, there's a bad washer on the thing. That's unusual. Okay, this is the oil rig. Oh my god.
Look, it's working.
The explosives, yeah. Maybe you
It
don't
turns out
need
you
the
just need
thing.
a little bit of that thing. Now we just go a few screens this way. We should be fine.
But you're almost completely out of air. Pretty sure this is not okay.
Oh, we'll be fine.
It's like that's a game I play with Vulture Bronco. It'll be like watching videos where cars are about to crash and being, it's gonna be fine. You'll hit the brakes at time. Oh my god, he didn't know. These are like video game footage of cars. It's not real. We're not watching like real Faces of Death videos together. This is something where someone used like a physics game to make cars fly around in crazy ways. You were forced to the surface because your air ran out. Your dive vehicle would have extended your range.
Damn. So the dive vehicle does not make you move any faster in the water.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But your air goes down less fast, which I think is dumb. They should have made you actually move faster too, so that you're like, hey, this is sweet.
Yeah. I think we found the biggest flaw in this game.
Yep. So when we come back next time, folks, we'll have that, we'll be back outside that door with the dive gears in our hands. We've already got the washer and the bolt. We need to fix it. So we'll take care of business with that.
CB, baby.
Bye.